time has finally come to replace the right rear tire. It is the only tire that is original out of the four. The other three, let's see, the left rear tire was the first to go. It got a nail in the sidewall, so I had to replace that around 16,000 miles at Tesla, which was not cheap. Then the front two were starting to wear down. They had both already been flat because they both got screws or nails in them. So had them patched, but then decided, hey, let me just replace them around 33,000 miles. So this is the final tire. I will replace it today. I'm not going to be messing around. So that's it. Stay tuned. So in this video, I'm going to document where I stand with these tires. These are Pirelli Scorpions, and you can see clearly here that tread's pretty good. Other front tire. Let's see if I can zoom up there on that a little bit. Guys over here at the Discount Tire, they agree that the front tires are good, but then the rear tires are not in very good shape. Especially this one. This is the original tire. I've managed to get 50,300 miles out of it. There's still some wear on the inside. So there's the inside wear. That's 50,000 miles. And here, and there's the left rear tire. So unfortunately, it's better to replace them both in pairs. I mean, to replace the tires in pairs, sorry. And yeah, not really working out. This is the left rear tire. It was replaced around 16,000 miles. And it still has, as you can see, a good bit of tread left, and it has some time left in it. So, and as you know, the rear tires always get more, give you more mileage than the front tires. What I notice right now is there's a little bit of pull. Mostly, I'm forgetting right now, but I feel like it pulls to the left a little. So I feel like I'm always kind of fighting it to keep it to the right. But the tire wear is somewhat normal. So maybe it's just me, or maybe it's a little bit of both. But that's my dilemma right now, is I have this tire here that still has some life left in it. And of course the front tires are good. This is just about the rear tires. But the right rear tire could stand to be replaced like immediately, yesterday, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm dealing with. Because man, this thing is gone.
How long ago did you buy it?
This is the only original tire on the car. It made it 50,000 miles. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Here we are, new tires. It feels good to have new tires, but I gotta say, it's a little annoying to know in under 13 months, I've had to replace 5 tires. It's kind of crazy. And there's the odometer reading. 2 new ones in the rear. By the way, as you can see, this starts to go away. They were all set at 42 PSI. So, waiting on the right rear to adjust. As you can see, it's changing and changing, and boom, there it's gone. So, and you know, I gotta tell you, this thing's getting faster about that, because I remember the first time I did it, it was not happy at all, and then every time it gets a little bit faster at correcting itself. So now it's all good to go. New tires once again on the rear at 50,311. We'll see how long they last. Anyway, I must say that this car feels so much better and rides so much better on the Pirelli Scorpions. I've got to say that for now, these are going to be my go-to tires. I'm hoping that they will give me the 55 or 65,000 miles that they promise, but at least they are a heck of a lot cheaper than going back to Tesla and having them put the tires on those Continentals, which I don't like. I think Continentals are a little too soft, but I'm not really concerned about that whole thing with them putting foam inside of the Continental tires. I don't know if you know that, but there's like this foam in there, and it's supposed to make for a softer ride, and I think it helps in a little bit of a run flat type of way. But I really like the ride of the Pirelli Scorpions. It's really smooth, just as quiet. All right, so I'm going to go over the history of the flat tires once again, just in case you're confused by what you're seeing here. The first flat tire happened on May 9th. It was replaced at 16,883 miles with another Continental. This was done by Tesla. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of the nail because it was on the inside wall of the tire. I couldn't see it when I tried to examine it myself to find out what the problem was. Anyway, the next flat tire happened on May 23rd, exactly 2 weeks later. And this one was on the front right tire. I had that patched at Discount Tire this time because Tesla wanted, I believe, $50 to patch the tire, and Discount Tire said they would do it for free. So I said, Discount Tire it is. The third flat tire happened 6 days later, and it was in the left rear Continental tire. Once again, the new tire. So here we are having to have it repaired again. This time I went to Firestone. Big mistake. Kind of had to pick my poison. It was between Firestone or NTB. I chose to go with Firestone. Once again, that was a big mistake, but I had nowhere else to go. It was the Memorial Day weekend, and there was even Tesla and all the, for example, Discount Tire, they were closed. So anyway, I went with that. Shouldn't have wasted my time. I believe it was like $30 and some change, but these guys had no idea what they were doing. They were clueless. Don't take your Tesla to Firestone. Moving on. Flat number 4 happened in late at night, and this happened on, oh wow, I believe it was December 17th or December 18th. Now I'm going to have to, let's just go with December 19th, okay? So it happened on December 19th. It had 44,907 miles, and I went to a place called Tire and Ride, which is in South Atlanta, not far from, actually right next to the old Braves Stadium, the old Turner Field. So went over there, and the guy plugged it real quick, and I was on my way. Didn't have any issues with the plug. Everything worked great. But unfortunately, flat number 5 came on February 2nd, 2018. And at this point, I've realized, hey, the tire's done. There's significant wear on the inside. It was the only tire to make it 12 months on the car, and it made it at 50,311 miles before I had to replace it. So that's it. The left rear Continental tire that I threw out, I'm not blaming anyone for that. I basically took strong advice from the guys over at Discount Tire. They felt like, hey, if you're going to go on and replace this right rear tire, we strongly advise you to chuck the left rear. We'll make it worth your while. They did. And I went, and I'm not saying that because I'm not mentioning them or anything because of any type of advertisement per se, but I have a very, very long history with these guys. A 15-year history with them, to be exact, and they took care of me on it. They didn't give me anything for free. They just gave me discounts that I don't think that they give to everyone else. So basically threw away a tire at, a little bit over, I think I had a little over 33,000 miles on it, tossed it out. All that's written here anyway in this video. But it was a little too early to throw it away. But hey, I got a new set of tires, so now I've got Pirelli Scorpions all the way around. I'm happy with those. I will keep you guys posted and let you know. Feel free to check the description if you want to know where I go to get the tires and which tire sizes are good for the 20-inch wheels on the Model X, because that's what I use, is 20-inch wheels. Once again, a reminder that the tires in the rear are, I believe, slightly wider, but they're different, so you can't rotate the tires. So keep that in mind. You cannot rotate the tires on the Model X.